Hey guys, it's Herbivore Beauty. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the video, be sure you subscribe and click that little notification bell if you aren't already being notified for when I post new videos. I am doing this video today for a question that I had about traveling while being zero waste. And I know I'm not completely zero waste 100% of the time, but I do try my best to be as eco-friendly as possible. So stay tuned for some of my tips and tricks on how I stay as sustainable as possible while traveling. I did learn quite a few tips when I was in Thailand, and so now that I'm home, I'm like sort of regathering my things so that I can be even more eco-friendly when I leave for Bali this week. So basically I packed up my little bag of things I had and things I wish I had while I was traveling so that I can just get a better idea of what I need to do in order to become as zero waste as possible. Now there were a few situations where it just was not possible at all for me to be completely zero waste. A lot of them being on the airplane. If I did want to eat any food within the 9 or 10 or 12 hour flights, on the actual plane, I would need to eat the special meal that they gave me, and everything in it was packaged up in plastic. So if you guys do have any tips for that for me, then please leave it down below. Usually if my flights are shorter, then I definitely pack up my own food in my little containers. And so one of the first items is going to be a small and a larger container as well. If you are going to be traveling for a long amount of time and you don't know whether you're going to use a container, I would recommend at least packing a small one. Or if you're going to be packing some snacks, just pack your snacks obviously in here. And I think I actually am going to be bringing a bigger container with me and then put this inside with some more snacks. One thing that I really wished I had was, since I brought my water bottle, I used this for obviously water the whole time. I was filling it up everywhere I went in Thailand because you couldn't just fill up your water in the sink. You had to go to a restaurant and get the filtered water, or you have to get bottled water. So it was really just the only place where I could get water. I would have to use my water bottle to fill it up. But there were times where I wanted to get a smoothie or something, and I still had my water half full, so I'd either have to chug it and then just drink from my smoothie the rest of the day, or I would have to use a plastic cup. And so I am going to be bringing my other sort of thermos cup. It comes with a lid. So I'll be bringing this so I can have my smoothies in, and if I don't end up using it, then I can just have it as a second water container. And I also brought my metal straws. Reusable straws are perfect, especially when you keep your cleaner in handy so that you can always just clean it after each use. And so super helpful. I know that when I was in Thailand, a lot of the vegan spots did end up having either glass straws or bamboo ones or metal ones like these, and so I didn't need to use it there. But at the places where it wasn't completely vegan and I just have to veganize the meals, a lot of the times I would have to use my metal straw. It was also semi-frustrating because there was just a bit of a language barrier, which made it a little bit hard for us to make sure we didn't get a straw. And so we'd say no straws, but they'd accidentally put 2 straws instead of no straws, so we just have 2 straws. So yeah, it's a little hard, but once they understand and once we're able to communicate on a common ground, it's a lot easier, of course. While I was down there, I made an investment of a few of these coconut bowls, and I'm so happy I did. Since I didn't bring containers down with me, I had no room in my backpack whatsoever. I got some coconut bowls down there, and so whenever I went to one of the fruit stands or just one of the stands just on the street, I had a few these size and then one that was a bit larger. And so I just bring one with me in my bag wherever I went, and I just get fruit cut up in here, and it was perfect. I also got a couple of bamboo utensils while I was down there. I think I chipped this a little bit. And they're so cute. I love them so much. I would not have made the investment if I had brought down just my regular forks and spoons with me. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense for me to buy something that I already have in order to be zero waste when I can just use what I already have. So I got these only because I didn't have any utensils available with me, and so if say I was at home, I probably would have just used the same forks and spoons that I already have. Anyways, I recommend getting or using whatever pair of like forks and spoons that you don't mind bringing with you to travel with, because you'll be saving some plastic. Next on my list, I use these at home. They're little mesh produce bags, and I was getting a lot of produce while I was in Thailand, and I know I'll be getting a lot of produce in Bali. I loved using these in Costa Rica, so I recommend you invest in either one of these, or you use something that's similar that you have already in your stash of reusable bags. I also rave about this. Menstrual cups are probably the best travel tools ever if you have a vagina, so I definitely recommend you get one of these, or reusable pads. But honestly, these ones, like, it's really easy for when you're really active or you're going swimming all the time and you just don't want to have to worry about changing over and over again throughout the day. These, like, you can wear up to like 12 hours. I've heard you're able to like use them for even longer, but they are super environmentally friendly. They pay for itself. I paid $40 Canadian, and I probably used to buy like pads or tampons for like what, like 10, 12 bucks each month. So it paid for itself in like 3 months. And yeah, it's just, as soon as you figure out how to properly use one, it is a dream to have. So I recommend a billion times. Finally, I guess this isn't really like, I don't know, fully for traveling, just in general, but you do want to make sure you have a pretty good phone case, and I love my pillowcase so much. They donate proceeds to the oceans, to just protecting our planet, and these cases are completely biodegradable. They're made in Canada and they're made with plants. I think they actually use flax seeds to make these cases, and so it's why I love them even more. Even when they're shipped to you, they don't come in anything that is wasteful. It's just things that can be composted or recycled, completely recycled, and it was made out of recycled paper, so that's why I love them even more. I recommend investing in it if you need something to protect your phone while you're traveling, which you most likely do. I know I dropped my phone 5 billion times in Thailand, and I am so grateful that I had a phone case that would protect it. So yes, that is everything, almost everything. Bring one of these. I used my bags, my reusable bags, several times. A lot of the times for the laundry, they actually wash your laundry for you in Thailand if you go to a laundry service, and they pack up your clothes in a bag, so I would always leave my reusable bag with them so we can avoid using any plastic bags. I use these for groceries, for holding things, whatever shopping I wanted to do at the markets, all goes in here. So make sure you bring your bags, and those are all the tips that I have for you guys. If you have any more, leave a comment down below. Be sure you subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and I will see you guys in Bali. Namaste. Bye.